Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Recap, Thursday, April 25th. Sonny throws Jason out after fatal threat, Dex tension explodes. General Hospital GH spoilers recap for Thursday, April 25th. Reveals that Molly Lansing Davis Kristen Vaganos told TJ Ashford Taj Bello about all the latest Christina Corinthos Davis Kate Mansi drama, so he complained about her being out late at a party and fighting with Jocelyn Jax Eden McCoy. TJ didn't want to be the pregnancy police, but he was concerned about Christina's stress level and about their baby being too connected to Sonny Corinthos Maurice Bernard. Meanwhile, Trina Robinson Tabiana Ali showed up at Laura Collins' Jeannie Francis place, where she was struggling to juggle work calls and take care of Ace Cassadine J and Joey Clay since it was the nanny's day off. Trina offered to take Ace to the park and hinted about maybe making this a regular thing. Once TJ Ashford Taj Bello stumbled across Trina hanging out with Ace later, he was glad to see her smiling. After TJ admitted he was stressed about the impending birth of his child, Trina suggested maybe he should try living in the moment like Ace since he was clearly having a good time. At the Metro Court, Christina found Carly Spencer Laura Wright having a meeting with the staff and congratulated her on getting her half of the hotel back. After Christina fished to find out what happened with Nina Reeves' Cynthia Watros, she assumed Carly accepted Sonny's financial help. Carly insisted that wasn't the case and pointed out Sonny wasn't happy about how it all went down. Sonny had become more reactive and volatile, so Carly blamed Ava for being a bad influence. Once Christina brought up Jocelyn's claims about Sonny sending Dex Heller Evan Hofer to take out hospitalized Cyrus Renault Jeff Kober, Carly steered her away from questions that she didn't want the answers to. Christina ran into Blaze Jacqueline Grace Lopez on her way out, but Blaze seemed to pick up on the fact that she was distracted. Blaze ultimately joined Brooklyn Quartermain Amanda Sutton for a meeting about a new single she was set to release this summer. Brooklyn also quizzed Blaze about Natalia Ramirez Eva LaRue and whether she really wanted to keep her private life under wraps. For now, Blaze wanted to be protective of her relationship with Christina and was happy with the way things were. At Crimson, Drew Kane Cameron Matheson stopped by with news about running into Willow Corinthos Caitlin McMullen and putting in a good word for Nina. Drew thought Nina might need the boost after selling her half of the Metro Court, which he sarcastically suggested Sonny must be rewarded her for. After Drew noticed Nina's wedding and engagement rings were missing, Nina confirmed that she signed the divorce papers. If misery loved company, Nina told Drew they really were made for each other. Drew didn't know about that, but he pointed out that some part of him spoke to Nina and some part of her spoke to him, too. Nina said every part of her wanted Drew to leave, but he hinted about it not being so miserable when they hooked up. Once Nina was alone, Christina arrived and heard about Ava being Nina's blind spot. After Nina dragged Ava for manipulating her into thinking Sonny would approve of the sale to Jason, she talked about Ava playing the long game beautifully. Nina suggested Ava could have Sonny if she wanted him, but Christina refused to let that happen and ranted about Ava's criminal history. At the gallery, Laura visited Ava and told her about Trina looking after Ace. Ava feared that Trina was stuck in her grief and using Ace as a way to cling to her past with Spencer Cassadine Nicholas Alexander Chavez. Laura was also surprised to hear that Ava thought of Sonny's place as home, but Ava defended her presence there with Avery Corinthos Ava and Grace Scarla. Back at the Metro Court, Drew found Carly and said it was good to see her back at the helm. Drew just wished he could been the one to help make that happen, but Carly said he'd always been so generous. It felt wrong to accept help from Drew, but Jason went ahead with the deal and left Carly without a real say in it. Drew insisted he was happy for Carly and hinted about getting back to some version of normal. Carly guessed things were back the way they were supposed to be, so Drew said almost and looked pensive. After Jason arrived at Sonny's office, he brought up Jocelyn's fears that Sonny would try to eliminate Dex. Jocelyn told Christina about Sonny sending Dex to finish Cyrus off at GH, so Jason offered updates on all that. If anything happened to Dex, Jason warned that Sonny would be blamed. Although Jason pushed Sonny to just leave Dex alone, Sonny insisted the stakes were too high and that he couldn't take a chance on Dex spilling things about his organization. Jason argued that Jocelyn, Carly, Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell and Christina would all know Sonny was behind it. If Christina asked if Sonny was responsible for taking Dex out, Jason wondered if he'd lie to her face. Sonny pointed out that Jason abandoned his sons while he pretended to be deceased for 2 years, so he didn't want a parenting lecture. Jason made it clear that if Sonny went after Dex, he'd have to stop him. Sonny warned that Jason would die trying and opened his door to throw Jason out of his office. General Hospital spoilers say Sonny will continue to make some risky decisions, so we'll bring you predictions on all the shockers. Title: Echoes of Loyalty, General Hospital Recap, Thursday, April 25. The brisk wind danced through the corridors of General Hospital, carrying with it whispers of betrayal and the heavy burden of secrets. Thursday, April 25, dawned upon Port Charles with an air thick with tension, as the fallout from Sonny Corinthos' rash decision reverberated through the halls. In the heart of the chaos stood Sonny Corinthos, a titan of the Port Charles underworld, his eyes clouded with fury and regret. His once unwavering loyalty to Jason Morgan now hung by a thread, frayed and worn from years of unyielding devotion. Yet, in a moment of heated confrontation, Sonny's resolve had shattered like glass, and he had cast Jason out into the unforgiving streets, their brotherhood shattered by a fatal threat that neither could undo. As Sonny wrestled with the weight of his actions, Jason found himself adrift in a sea of uncertainty, his world turned upside down by the betrayal of the man he once called his brother. With nowhere left to turn, Jason sought solace in the arms of Carly Corinthos, the one person who understood the depths of his pain. Meanwhile, tensions simmered to a boiling point between Dex Marshall and his estranged wife, Jackie Templeton. Their tumultuous relationship had always been a powder keg waiting to explode, fueled by passion and resentment in equal measure. And on this fateful Thursday, the explosion was inevitable. In the dimly lit corridors of General Hospital, Dex and Jackie's confrontation crackled with an intensity that threatened to consume them both. Words were exchanged like blows, each one a dagger aimed at the heart of their fractured marriage. Yet, beneath the anger and the hurt, lingered the echoes of a love that refused to die. As Dex stormed away, Jackie was left alone to grapple with the wreckage of their relationship, her heart torn between the man she had once loved and the reality of their irreconcilable differences. Elsewhere in the hospital, the fallout from Sonny's decision continued to ripple through the lives of those caught in its wake. Michael Corinthos, torn between his loyalty to his father and his bond with Jason, found himself at a crossroads, his loyalties tested like never before. At the same time, Willow Tate struggled to come to terms with the revelation that Wiley was not her biological son, a truth that threatened to upend her entire world. With her heart heavy with grief and uncertainty, Willow turned to Chase for comfort, finding solace in the arms of the man who had always stood by her side. But as the day wore on and night descended upon Port Charles, the shadows only grew darker, and the echoes of betrayal and regret seemed to linger in the air like a haunting melody. In the quiet moments between chaos and calm, the residents of General Hospital grappled with the weight of their choices, each one a thread in the intricate tapestry of their lives. And as Thursday, April 25, drew to a close, the future remained uncertain, shrouded in the fog of what could have been and what might yet be. But one thing was certain in the heart of Port Charles, where love and loyalty intertwined, the echoes of this fateful day would linger for years to come, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Title: General Hospital Recap, Thursday, April 25. Sonny throws Jason out after fatal threat, Dex tension explodes. In the bustling corridors of General Hospital, tension crackled like static electricity on a stormy night. Thursday, April 25, wasn't just another day in Port Charles, it was a day edged with betrayal, danger, and unexpected confrontations. The day dawned with an eerie calmness, a deceptive tranquility that masked the storm brewing beneath the surface. Sonny Corinthos, the undisputed kingpin of Port Charles, stood at the epicenter of the chaos. His normally stoic facade cracked, revealing the vulnerability of a man grappling with the weight of his decisions. It all began with a fatal threat, whispered in the shadows by an unseen enemy. Jason Morgan, Sonny's trusted enforcer and confidant, bore the brunt of the danger. His unwavering loyalty to Sonny had made him a target, a pawn in a game of power and revenge. As the morning sun filtered through the hospital windows, Jason's rugged silhouette loomed in the doorway of Sonny's office. His jaw clenched with determination, he delivered the chilling news, his voice a low growl that sent shivers down Sonny's spine. "The threat's real, Sonny. We need to take action." Jason's words hung in the air like a heavy fog, suffocating the room with their gravity. Sonny's dark eyes flashed with a mix of rage and fear. He knew the stakes were higher than ever before, that one wrong move could unravel everything he'd built. With a heavy heart, he made the gut-wrenching decision to push Jason away, to sever ties in a desperate bid to protect him. "I can't risk your life, Jason. You need to go." Sonny's voice was rough with emotion, each word a jagged edge tearing at his soul. Jason's expression hardened, a mask of betrayal falling over his features. He'd faced death countless times in the name of loyalty, but this betrayal cut deeper than any bullet or blade. With a curt nod, he turned on his heel and disappeared into the shadows, leaving Sonny alone with his demons. As the day wore on, the tension in the hospital reached a fever pitch, fueled by whispers of danger and betrayal. In the midst of the chaos, another storm brewed, one fueled by a different kind of tension. Dex Marshall, the charismatic doctor with a troubled past, found himself at the center of a brewing conflict. His dark past had come back to haunt him, threatening to unravel the fragile peace he'd fought so hard to maintain. It began with a chance encounter in the hospital cafeteria, a fleeting glance exchanged between Dex and his former mentor turned nemesis. The air crackled with animosity as their eyes locked, a silent battle of wills that spoke volumes. With each passing moment, the tension between Dex and his nemesis escalated, threatening to spill over into violence. In a dramatic showdown that echoed through the halls of General Hospital, Dex finally confronted his past, his voice a thunderous roar that echoed off the walls. "I won't let you destroy me, not again." Dex's words reverberated with raw emotion, his fists clenched at his sides as he faced down his tormentor. The tension exploded like a powder keg, sending shockwaves rippling through the hospital corridors. Nurses whispered nervously to one another, doctors exchanged uneasy glances, and patients looked on in wide-eyed disbelief. In the aftermath of the confrontation, Dex stood alone, his chest heaving with exertion, his fists still clenched in righteous anger. But beneath the bravado, a seed of doubt took root, a nagging fear that his past would always come back to haunt him. As the day drew to a close, the echoes of betrayal and tension lingered in the air, a haunting reminder of the fragile balance between loyalty and self-preservation. In the heart of Port Charles, where danger lurked around every corner, the only certainty was uncertainty itself. And as night fell over General Hospital, the shadows whispered of secrets yet to be revealed, of dangers yet to come.